Welcome back to week number 13 of the Raise Your Vibration family. We're now getting into month number 4, and this is going to be all focusing on specifically about relationships. Focusing in on relationships and how you can grow these in order to better interact with yourself and others, learn more about yourself, because the previous months have all been about self-development, self-cultivation. Now we're going to be turning that outwards and saying, how can you make your relationships in your life even better and to the ultimate level? So here we go. All right. This is about following through on your goals. How can you follow through on your goals and create the life you want to do? Because that is the secret to creation and success, is follow through. It's like if you can focus on what you want, you'll be able to get there. If you can keep following through and you can be committed, you will always make it. And that leads me to the 3 steps, the 3 levels of commitment. And here we go. All right, bottom level, step number 1 that you do not want to be at is half measures. Half measures is specifically relating to people that are on the fence. They haven't made a decision to go or stay. They're not really happy with it, but they're just kind of coping with the environment. They're not actually enjoying what they're doing, but it's the best option they've got because of scarcity, because of desperation, because of dependency. They stay in a situation that's not helpful, it's not conducive to growth, it's not even making them feel good, but it's the best they've got. Just like in a job where you're not happy with the job, but you're like, all right, it's good enough, it's the best I've got. I don't want to take the risk and risk what I do have to get something even better. And that is a very bad place to be, because you always can have a much better life if you just try. If you just try to have a better life, you will have one. So do not be stuck in half measures. The next level is commitment, and commitment is a decision. It's an agreement to say, all right, this is where I am now, this is where I want to be, and I'll be committed. It's the promise in order to get where you want to go. This is all about also making that decision and deciding, cutting off all other options to say, all right, this is the direction I'm going to go in, this is the way I want to go, and I'm not going to let anything stop me, anything push me off. But still, you're just committed, because the ultimate level, the top of the pyramid and the tip of the iceberg of commitment is devotion. Devotion is something that you're willing to die for. You're willing to say, I can die for this. I'll go through anything in order to keep this going, in order to be whatever this is. And this is actually related to beliefs and belief systems, which can be very dangerous, because the majority of war and death has been caused not by resources, not from the pursuit of resources, but the pursuit of beliefs. And so to have your beliefs challenged is the most scary thing that's possible. To have what you believe not true, or have it be like a falsity in any way, will start being challenging directly to who you are. You do not want to feel like that. And so you will literally kill people before you give up your devotion, your beliefs. So be careful with how you devote yourself. But once you are, know that this is ultimate commitment and there is no other option. And it doesn't come about easily. It's a very hard process to make. It doesn't just naturally come up. Devotion is like deciding to live. And even wanting something more than you live, just your life. If you're willing to sacrifice yourself for something, that is devotion. So, also 2 things is the feeling is fulfilled. So fulfillment is all about the feeling, but accomplishment is all about the doing. So if you want to be accomplished and you want to be fulfilled and have an amazing life on both spectrums, do both and feel both and experience both. Also, okay, here we go. Avoid the stagnation by focusing on your goals and setting worthy goals. Because often people will drop their goals and give up on them because they're not worthy and they're just not intriguing enough. They're not something that you really want to do enough, that much, and so you say, all right, I'm just going to blow that off. I'm not going to do it. And you always end up failing, not because it was too hard to do, not because you couldn't do it and you don't have all that amazing stuff inside of you that can help you to get there, but also just because you just said, it's just not worth it. Because when you commit, when you're devoted, the universe helps you. everyone else you know sees what you're doing and they want to help you too. They see how amazing that your life is becoming and they want to help you so that they can feel that too. Because when you're feeling amazing and fulfilled, people want to be around you and they want to feel that for themselves because everyone wants to be fulfilled and accomplished. So the more you're accomplished, people that want to be accomplished will also want to hang out with you, and that is going to be great for them. It's going to be great for you because you'll be able to help people. Also, 3 levels of relationships as I see them in terms of just life is people that aren't where you're at, and this is not across the board, but people that aren't where you're at that can learn a lot from you, people that are at your level that you can really share with and connect with deeply, and then people that are above you that you can actually learn a lot from. And in fact, on all the different levels, like we've been going through health, wealth, and relationships, and higher purpose, focus, these things can also be much different. So some people can be great on their health, but they don't have much great resources, they don't have anything going for them in their relationships. Someone can have really great energy and feel fulfilled all the time, but they have no accomplishments. And so you can learn from them in that way. And so in every way, you're always learning and you're always growing, and that's what we're doing here at the High Vibration Family. So, all right, here we go. When your dreams are compelling enough, you will not give up. And this is like, when you make it worth it, you'll always get there. Okay. Here we go. When you get a new car, the car of your dreams, you're so excited about it and you are taking care of it perfectly, you're so happy, and let's say you go into a place and you come out and there's a big scratch on it. You're like, oh no, a scratch, this is terrible. You freak out, you're like, no! But you go and get it fixed, you buff it out, you make it perfect, just brand new. And then, let's say it happens again, you get a dent. Oh, you get a big dent in your car. No, it's a dent. And you freak out, but then you fix it, and it's great. But then, what happens after the 6th, 7th, and 8th time this happens? You just say, it's all right, just leave it in. It's not that big of a deal because it's not new, it's not fresh anymore. And so the key, and this is also related to relationships directly. The key in making a great relationship is keeping it new, keeping it like that brand new car, and that is a constant work in progress, just like keeping yourself brand new, feeling amazing, great health, and crushing it in terms of accomplishments. You need to keep that relationship fresh and keep it amazing. So, yeah. When you get those dents, you do fix the problems, but after a while you stop fixing them and you say, it's all right. So that is a problem. Before you can create the healthy relationship, you must focus on yourself. But before you can create that relationship with someone else, you must create that healthy relationship with yourself first. You have to know what you want, what you desire, and who you are. Because when you raise your standards, everyone else who's around you, standards get raised too. When you're having great relationships with people, their relationships also become great with you, with other people, because they get such a great role model of how great life can be. So here we go. All right. That's awesome. Here we go. Yeah, so that's basically related to raising your standards. Raise your standards. You bring out the best in your partner by raising your standards, by making yourself healthier, happier, wealthier. You'll also help them, and they'll help you by doing that same thing. Raise your standards, keep them high, keep going, and feel amazing. Focusing on feeling and doing is also a great key here. And here we go. Okay, you can use pain and conflicts to grow. You can learn more about your partner by going through these painful experiences, these conflicts. By that stuff getting brought out, that's also an opportunity to release it, because when you're triggered, that's a great time not to clam up and shut down and escape or try to numb yourself, but to work through it, to say, what can I do here to work through this energy? And when you do that with another person, the results get multiplied for both of you. When you're releasing something, they're also releasing it at the same time. You start to trigger a chain reaction of amazingness, of releasing pain and energy, and just with a little conflict that happens like that. So see the beauty in conflicts, and that they're not a bad thing. They can save your relationship, in fact, make your life amazing and actually worth living. So, also focus on what you want and talk about it and show that in your relationship. If you demonstrate what you want, you talk about what you want, you will have a great relationship. Because you really need to think about what you want, because the problem with life and not accomplishing your goals is not having the resources, not having the commitment as much as it is just knowing what you want. Because if you don't know what the end goal is or what you want, you won't be able to get there, of course. So, know what you want. Also, conflict is an opportunity to learn about yourself and others. So you're releasing that, you're learning that conflict, it shows you. You learn more about your partner. It's so important. So other than that, forgiveness, forgive people, and touch is super important. I'm just going to end on this, and I'm going to touch on this real quick because touch is so important, and we're starting to get separated a lot more so that people are going to lose parts of their experience, their entity, their very important energy system. All you need to do is just be a human. You need to touch people more. Be okay with that and be comfortable with that, and you will have an amazing life. So thank you for watching. Thanks for checking us out. Welcome to month number 4, all about relationships. Prepare to have the best relationships ever, because relationships lead directly into wealth. I'll talk about it more later. Thanks for watching, and peace.